ever asked you to think about becoming a manager before? So you may have seen the Lean In McKinsey research about the broken rung, why women are not at parity at senior levels because at junior levels they're not entering the management ranks. I'm going to challenge you to become a manager. I just want to put it straight out there. And I don't know if anyone's ever asked you to think about this before. If you have an individual contributor role where you have expertise and you love the content, I want to challenge you to think about managing people in that role. So by the end of this video, I'm going to leave you with 3 concrete actions you can take to really get a sense of, might you really like to be a manager, and to see what that might be like. I'm Christina dellisanti-Miller of Full Potential Realized, and I'm a career transition coach. I help mostly women get from point A to point B, and I've helped hundreds of women take their career beyond what they thought was possible. If you want to accelerate your advancement and take your career to the next level, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you can be notified when I post new content weekly. I'm just wondering if this is one of those mindset things, and I suspect that that might be part of it, that we don't see ourselves in manager roles early on. Maybe we think we don't want to be like the managers that we see. There's something going on in the headspace. There's a lot of reasons why you would want to manage others. One, it gives you a platform for a longer and broader trajectory for your career. 2, it's interesting because not only are you focusing on what you're doing in your department, you're connecting to other departments as part of the management team. You have broader responsibility for the results in your business, plus the visibility, plus the compensation. Management is an evergreen skill. Even as the content that we're experts in evolves and maybe in some cases becomes obsolete, managing people is going to need to happen ongoingly, and that's a way to future-proof your career, to have both sets of skills. First concrete step to examine if you'd like to possibly become a manager is to just write down, without giving a lot of thought, 30 things that come just flowing out, your perceptions, concerns, doubts about becoming a manager. Just let it rip. Questions you have, observations, thoughts about previous managers. Is it going to somehow affect your relationship to your friends, your family, whatever? Don't censor yourself, just get it all out on a piece of paper. Good to get present to it, and then let's bracket it and put it on the side. So then ask yourself, if all these matters and concerns were not of importance to me right now, is this something I could proceed with? Second concrete action is to compare your role as an individual contributor in your area of expertise with a manager in that area. And ways you can do this, looking at LinkedIn, looking at Indeed, looking at Glassdoor, and just look at the job descriptions and get a sense of, are the activities equally palatable? You might love your area of work, but you might not mind sprinkling in interviewing, hiring, setting a vision. It might be that you like operating on 2 levels. So really compare and contrast, and at the same time, I would look up the salary ranges. So in Glassdoor, there's a Know What You're Worth database where you can put in your role, and it shows you the average compensation in that area. So I would say get a sense of what are the perks, opportunities, and demands of both kinds of roles. The third step is to really find out what it's like to be a manager by talking to people who are managers, people who have management experience. You might have heard Brian Grazer talk about curiosity conversations, or the design professors at Stanford who wrote the Designing Your Life book. They call it prototyping interviews. So it's just really finding out somebody's story and learning all about what motivates them, what they love about it, what they don't love about it. And I'd really suggest interviewing several people, maybe 3 that love it and 3 that don't love it, so you see which perspective resonates most. I'll provide you with a free cheat sheet with a list of questions, like 15 or 20 questions you can pick from, to get some really good data about what it's like to be a manager. And you can grab that. I'll put a link in the description. You can grab it at fullpotentialrealized.com/manager. These interviews serve several purposes. 1 being really to get a sense of what it's like, but 2, building your network, connecting with people on a personal level, and often this connection turns into other opportunities. When you have these meaningful conversations with people, they remember you. Check out these next videos on taking your career to the next level. And please like this video, give it a comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks. I look forward to seeing you next time.